Guys, this is Romie here. Please like, comment, subscribe if you're a first-time viewer, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you very much. Please like and comment to this video. This is my short recap and review for Real Housewives of New Jersey. Season 7, episode 8, All Bets Are Off. The episode starts off with Jacqueline. Jacqueline's talking with her family. Ashley's there as well, of course, with Nicholas and also her husband Chris. And Jacqueline's just happy that her and Teresa are back together on the mend, at least for now. We see clearly that's not going to last too much longer. We go to Dolores' house, and Dolores has unfortunately lost her dog. Her dog has died. Her dog's been a huge part of her life, and also has been the person there when she would go to sleep and also when she'd wake up. He was like the man, the stable man in her life that she needed. And now he's gone, and now she has to move on. And Siggy is there to help her. Now, Siggy's just like, this is just another way for you now having to go and gain your own independence. She's like, yeah, I know. Melissa is at her store, and the issue is, of course, Jackie, who is the person who's actually financing this business venture. Jackie went and decided to go and make some personal decisions for like the clothes and all of that in the store, when Melissa felt like at least she needs to be consulted with everything. And I do understand that to a certain degree, but Jackie looks like she can bring in a certain type of clientele. So let Jackie do what she needs to do. Melissa, you do need to take a break because your home life is starting to suffer. Not saying anything as far as your kids, but just that it's become disjointed where you know that you're being pulled at both ends. Your husband's being pulled at both ends. Both of you can't do this. Both of you can't keep this up. One of you has to either slow down or you need to bring in help. So she has to go and figure out all of this because she's used to just powering through and doing everything herself. Gia is with her little dog, and here comes Joe. Joe is over it. Joe, he's been drinking. You can tell he has that like glazed happy look in his eye. I'm like, what the? And so he's just like, oh, you stupid ugly mutt, go away. And of course Gia is irritated, so she goes and leaves. Just like, shut up, whatever. Joe, it's just like, you know what? Don't test me because I'm going to come up to you. I'm like, what is going on here? Joe's basically drinking because the fact that Joe has the issue of he's going away instead of crying, doing anything like that, venting his feelings or frustrations. He's going to go and do the opposite. He's going to drink. He's going to be by himself. And that's how he's going to play this out. Is that good for his family? No, but he has to figure it out himself. Siggy has to go through the issue of her son now has a driver's permit, so he's able to go and be home by a certain time, drive out, and then he's also able to leave by at least 6:30 in the morning. So because of that, she's like, damn it, the only thing that I had left as far as control over him is now gone. So he even goes and he starts driving, and she's like, no. Look, I had you. You'll never understand how it feels until you have kids of your own. I think that's 100% true because oh Lord, it's going to be crazy when I just want one. Two is my max. And I'm not even saying 3 because no, 2 is the max. I can't. Lord, 1's going to even be a challenge. Anyway. We're back at home, and like I said, Teresa is talking to Dolores, and Teresa's irritated because Joe's just been drinking a lot. He's out of it, and because he's out of it, she has to figure out what she's gonna do. Of course she's not going to leave him, and Dolores is just like, Teresa's traditional, so she's not going anywhere. Divorce is not an option. It is out of the question. It's just that she's venting her frustrations, and I'm going to be there for her to do so. Melissa is trying to figure out how they're going to build this balance. Joe's trying to tell her, look, I didn't sign up for this, so you need to go and figure out what she needs to figure out. I'm going to continue to do what I need to do to bring home the majority of the bacon. She's like, wait a minute. It's like, no, it's the truth. You need to figure this out. Now we're back at Jacqueline's, and they're doing their usual drink and play cards night. So game night for the guys, and Rosie, of course, is welcome as well. And guess who doesn't show up? Joe. Teresa's Joe. And Rosie feels a certain way because, one, she's thinking, gosh, is it her? But two, we realize no, and Rosie actually storms off because they call Joe, and Joe's saying how he's drunk. Rosie's not sure if it's Teresa speaking in his ear or if it really is Joe and he's just drunk. So she initially leaves because she feels a certain way. Then she comes back and she lets everyone know, you know, here's my issue. When I was drunk myself, I said some mean stuff to him. Remember when Rosie was just like, F him, F them, we don't need them type of thing. And Rosie felt bad about that because Joe doesn't really, I don't think he actually knows about that because he doesn't have any issues with Rosie. But Rosie just wants to talk with him and just let it be known that we're family. And of course, I really never felt that way about you. So it is what it is. They just need to have that conversation. So the other Joe, Gorga, and Joe Gorga calls his sister, calls Teresa, and just needs to confirm Joe's, Giudice's story that he is drunk. And Teresa's just like, yeah, he's kind of out of it right now. You know, he hasn't been dealing with the fact that he'll be going away soon to camp. This whole camp thing, everyone's going to camp. Camp, camp, camp. So it just confirms that, yeah, he is going through it right now. And so they need to take it easy on him. But they do want to see him before he goes in because he's going to be away for at least 5 years or so. Now, Teresa goes and she's at Siggy's along with Dolores. Well, it's technically Dolores' house. They let it be known that Dolores does not pay attention to her bills. Why? Because her ex pays her bills. Her ex pays for everything. And so her ex is an accountant. He's like an actual genius. So she's not concerned about that. But the whole thing is they're just trying to let you know there's a certain level of independence when you're in charge of all of these things. And right now she's not willing to go and grab that independence by the horns. She's willing to let him go and just handle everything, which in life you cannot do that. You will not succeed doing that. You'll just get by, regardless if you're getting by in a yacht or in a 2010 broken down Fiat. Just saying. Anyway. Because Teresa was just like, yeah, you need to make sure you know what's going on. And then Dolores in her confessional was saying how, yeah, I don't think something like that would be going on. And so I'm good on that front. But I know that they're just trying to tell this stuff to help me out. Now, Melissa's getting her daughter ready because they're doing a daddy-daughter dance. And of course she's all dolled up. Joe is so proud and so happy. He's like, oh, daughter's so beautiful. And they get ready to leave. And I know that Melissa really loves this because, you know, Melissa lost her father when she was 17. And so I'm sure that she loves the fact that she gets to see her daughter have this great relationship with her father. Now, Teresa decided that she's going to go and take Gia out. Just the two of them so that they can go and talk. And have a nice dinner to themselves because Gia has been the cornerstone holding the family together while Teresa was gone away at camp. That's what we're gonna keep calling it. And so because of that, it's just like, you know, thank you, I appreciate you, I love you. But then Teresa had an ulterior motive. She needs to go and let it be known, look, I understand your father is doing a lot right now, but you know, he's drinking, all that, he's stressed. So if he's acting a certain way, that's the reason why. Oh yeah, I know, Mom, it's not an excuse, but I know that's the main reason. So Gio's just like, you know what, I'll be glad that he goes away for a while. It's just like, why? It's like, no, because it'll be good for him, because he needs it, because his attitude and a lot of things about him need to change. I know that once he comes out, he'll be a better person. I'm like, damn, even though that's profound, that's really sad that your daughter said and really thinks that right now. That's pretty messed up. Now, Teresa's getting ready. Actually, they're all getting ready because it's Teresa's book signing event. And her kids can't come because you have to be 21 or over. Because I'm sure they're going to be serving alcohol / the venue. Now, that'll come into play a little bit later. Teresa's trying to balance home life, but her girls are doing a little bit too much right now. You know, they're all over it because they know their father's going away soon. So they're feeling really bad about it. Even Gia. Gia's not showing it, but you'll see her breakdown soon. Now, everyone's in their white stretch limos on their way to New York to go to this book signing. I think it was in New York. Now, they're there. Everything's great. And I think Siggy, her husband, was actually there, if I'm not mistaken. Now, the messed up part is Joe's friend is there, and Joe's friend brought his 12-year-old son. Joe didn't know that kids can't come in. So Joe's friend is thinking that they can come in. Joe's friend, of course, isn't going to come in if his friend can't come in. And he starts cursing out the cops and saying they can't do this. And he's saying stuff about the government. And we're just like, is this really happening right now, Joe? This guy's also a felon. And since Teresa and yourself are both felons, you shouldn't even be in close proximity. Joe just doesn't care because he knows he's going in anyway, so they're calling for Joe, and I'm thinking, Lord, are they going to ruin Teresa's event? But no, they handled it professionally. Joe was there so Teresa could go and give her speech about how this book was dedicated to the love that they have for each other and also for her kids. And also, she wanted to make it very clear that they're in it for the long haul. And guess what? This is her second, what is she? She was number 2 on the New York's bestseller. I think, yeah, she was number 2 because, and it was great because she beat the Pope. So there's that. Yeah, I know that this wasn't as enthusiastic as some might have liked or was looking for, but the drama's coming in the second half, so stay tuned because it is going down. Dun, 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 dun.